Now it's just, how do I create thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs? That's the main reason I invest in so many companies. And how can I inspire people to replicate things that I do? Everything that I do, I show in public so that people can replicate, pick and choose what they like or don't like, so they can go do it. And in the meantime, if I can keep investing in companies, that's going to create thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs. And to me, that's the true way for me to help fix the economy. Well, from 4 years old to 8 years old, I was selling baseball cards at the swap meet. And my mom and dad were selling Levi's jeans at the back of a van. And so every weekend, Saturday and Sundays, I was the little 4-year-old, 5-year-old selling baseball cards. And I would sit on top of the Levi's jeans on the way there in the van. And our whole garage was just filled with Levi's jeans, and that's how it all started. But I think that's what made me into an entrepreneur, is getting that experience from the very get-go. It's like my own little lemonade stand. So I started my company when I was in 1999. So there was no social media platforms back then. I took it public in 2005. And that's when Myspace started popularizing and YouTube was coming around. But Myspace was really the main platform I was making content for back then for my energy drink company. And I was just posting pictures and like little clips on there, and I felt like a web designer. That's really where it happened. And then every step of the way, whenever a new platform arises, from Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc., I was always one of the first people to download it and play with it because it was fascinating to me. And it allowed me to learn and see if I could recommend it to my friends and influencers and people if they should jump on as well. It was kind of the wild, wild west at the beginning because nobody knew what to charge. People still don't really know what to charge, but back then they really had no clue because it was just based on how many followers or how many eyeballs you would get on things. But there was also no real algorithm back then. So you get a lot of eyeballs, especially then, because there was only a few thousand influencers. Then there was 10,000, then 20,000. But there was never like a big influx of people until like 3-4 years ago. And then you had hundreds of thousands of influencers, then millions. So in the beginning, it was just kind of picking your own price. You're like, hey, I'll charge you $5,000 for this post. And they're like, sure. Oh, really? Maybe I should have charged more. And then you say, hey, I'll charge you $5,000. Like, no way, I'll give you $500, or I'll give you some free snacks. So you just didn't know until you asked. And so I always say a closed mouth doesn't get fed. And so we just asked. And so we started off with Kardashians doing tweets, and then rappers posting about fashion brands and hair vitamins and things, and then it just kind of evolved from there. So there's niche creators now that it didn't really exist 5, 6, 7 years ago when I was first getting big with the agency. A niche influencer has 10,000 to 100,000 followers. It's usually about a thing, makeup or hair or fashion or cars or real estate. It's usually one core subject. And that niche influencer will convert better than someone with 1 million followers that doesn't have a niche. Yeah, so the main thing is to mix it in consistently. So again, if you like fashion, showing the behind the scenes, I call it building in public. Showing the behind the scenes like, hey, I just got in my samples. What do you guys think? I have blue, black, white, and gray. Comment below which colors I should focus on. Hey, guess what? I was thinking about pricing at $19.99, but do you think it'd be bad if I went to $24.99? Comment below if you think $24.99 would be too expensive for this shirt. I know you guys like the gray one. And as each step of the process, hey guys, these samples came in, they were all messed up. I can't believe it, I wasted $6,000. Oh my God, what should I do with this? You know what, I'm just gonna give these away. The first 100 people that comment below, I'm gonna give away 100 shirts. And you're just building it. By the time you're actually ready to launch your clothing line, that's our clothing line, right? We've been a part, we picked the colors, we picked the price point, you were giving out, like, we're a part of it with you. And so the same thing applies to all different categories. If you're in real estate and you just say, hey, I'm listing this house on Sunday at 12 o'clock. Way different if you made a video 3 weeks ago, like, hey, I just got this new listing, super excited, in 3 weeks I'm gonna do the first open house. And then a week from now, you're like, hey guys, guess what? We're remodeling the bathrooms. We're gonna spend $8,000 on the bathrooms, but that should increase our price by 16,000. Guess what? We're gonna add a Ring alarm system here. It's gonna cost us $1,200, but it'll increase our price by 4,000. By the time you're actually gonna do your open house, that's our house now, right? We know where the bathrooms is. We know what the tile looks like. We know what the closet looks like. We know the square footage of everything. We know you didn't do a pool because you didn't have the money for it, but one day you might, we know every little thing about this house so that when you do post about your open house, we'll feel a part of it. I think that's the biggest thing that content creators need to do, is make people feel a part of the story so that their followers, their fans will one day become customers. I think it's what they're passionate about, because, I know it's what they're passionate about because that's the only thing they're gonna do consistently. There's plenty of things that are fly by night that they can make money from. Oh, I can make a crypto course tonight. They don't actually care about crypto, so they're not gonna post about it all the time. Oh, I can teach about this, blah, blah, blah thing that just popped up. But if they're not passionate about it, they're not gonna do it on a consistent basis. And the biggest thing for content creators is consistency. Us as followers and fans, we know when you're not consistent about something. If you post about a product once or you post about a swipe up once, it's unlikely we're going to convert. I need to see you post it 3 times, then 5 times, and 7 times, and 10 times, and think about it as your personal brand so that I want to buy it, share it, tell my friends about it. The consistency is what most influencers fade away from. And it's why things don't work out, is that they don't get truly behind what they're selling. So I never do any one thing. And I also don't recommend any influencer to do any one thing. So if you're gonna sell a product, fantastic. If you're gonna sell a community, you can do that too. If you're gonna do fashion posts and beauty products, great, do that as well. Like, trying out the things that your audience will then resonate with is how you're gonna learn what they care about. They might wanna learn from you about how to do your makeup, but they also might wanna pay you $10 a month to be in your community. But they might not want to do either of those things and just buy your makeup kit that you made. You don't know until you do each of those different things. And a lot of times people get nervous that, what if it doesn't work out? So what? Do the next thing. Nobody's gonna remember, nobody cares. They do it too fast and aggressive. It's like the dating process. You have to go some dates before you ask someone. And oftentimes people, they just jump right to it and they're like, hey, buy this thing right now. And then they wonder why people don't buy right away. It's the same thing if I said, hey, I just met you, let's come to my house tonight. It's so aggressive, and then they're never going to talk to you again because why did you come at me in this aggressive fashion? It's a similar concept. If you just say, hey, buy this thing today, and there was no dating process, you didn't show me, tell me, like, make me interested in it, you're going to turn people off. And so, again, part of the building in public, what people can do is show us when you're creating content. Hey, guess what? I'm going to be filming my course. It's going to come out in September. Show us the behind the scenes. Show us when you're getting your makeup and hair done. Hey guys, today I filmed 12 videos. Tomorrow I'm gonna film 16 more videos. Whew, long day. Then the next day, make content. Hey guys, I just filmed 16 more videos. You know what? I'm gonna do 5 more today. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna do 5 more videos today. I'm teaching about this, this, and this. And just keep telling us it comes out in September. It comes out in September. If you lead people to that promised land, they'll wanna buy it. Now it's just, how do I create thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs? That's the main reason I invest in so many companies. And how can I inspire people to replicate things that I do in their own fashion? So they might like my charity, they can go do their own version of charity. You don't need to donate to mine. They might like my Thanksgiving food drive or my toy drive or my homeless backpacks. You don't need to donate to any of those things. I want you to get inspired to go do that in your city, in Philadelphia or Brazil or London or wherever you are. Everything that I do, I show in public so that people can replicate, pick and choose what they like or don't like so they can go do it. And in the meantime, if I can keep investing in companies, that's going to create thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs. And to me, that's the true way for me to help fix the economy.